Top 5 losers, and the Vikings lost to the Chargers. Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Vikings lose a heartbreaker 28-24 to the Chargers at home. We're talking top 5 losers. As always, put your losers in the comments. Let's see it.
There was a lot of them. It was hard to narrow it down to 5 today.
This one's just... This is going to be the one. I don't care if it's only 4:30 in the afternoon. It's going to be a tough one to fall asleep to because we should have won. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, whatever. Let's talk losers. Who's the first one?
Let's go into the secondary. Let's go to our new shiny toy, Byron Murphy.
Keenan Allen had 18 receptions for 215 yards. Not even to mention his touchdown pass. But unfortunately, I think a lot of cornerbacks, whoever was on him, probably would have had the similar fate. But that was rough. Byron Murphy had a rough go at it. I love me some Byron Murphy, but it was a tough go.
Well, and part of Brian Flores' offense is putting a corner out there on an island, and physically he couldn't match up with Keenan Allen. I mean, he was twice the size of him out there when you seen him go one-on-one. A lot of times he was right in there. Allen was making the plays. Murphy wasn't, and they were jawing back and forth this whole thing, but there's no doubt about it. Keenan Allen got the best of Byron Murphy today. Doesn't mean I'm worried about Byron Murphy moving forward. I'm not, but today he was a turd, and he got smoked by Keenan Allen.
They were just zeroed in on him, and Keenan Allen proved to be the very seasoned, very damn good wide receiver that he is, and he's got the best of them. And Murphy was there on some plays; he was right there, but Allen was just a better player today, and he was making some big ass plays, and it was gross.
And the fact, I mean, you would have thought at some point Flores would have sent some help that way. He didn't do it. He continued to play his style of defense, and all game long, Keenan Allen was a pain in the Vikings' ass.
All right, let's go to another loser. Let's go to Ed Ingram. A common theme to this segment. We got Dalton Reisner. He wasn't ready, clearly, because otherwise he would have been out there. But Ed Ingram just consistently giving up pressure, sacks. At one point, I even think he tackled Alexander Madison. When you look at Kirk Cousins on the ground and you see Ed Ingram like right there, it's never a good sign.
One of our viewers pointed out on I think our post-game show, he said Ed Ingram got a holding call on a play he still allowed Kirk Cousins to get sacked on.
Damn it.
That's how bad he is. That's what it's come to. And you mentioned it. He tackled Alexander Madison. He's knocked the ball away from Kirk Cousins. He's tripped Kirk Cousins. You were clamoring all game long for Dalton Reisner to come in probably after the first series. It never happened. And I hope this isn't some blind faith to their draft pick that they're just, we're sticking with this guy no matter what. You brought in a guy, make the change. It needs to happen. It's probably going to be good for Ed Ingram in the long run to see somebody else do it, to maybe sit back and watch instead of getting out there and getting your ass beat every single week. And then also causing penalties that kills your offense. So Ed Ingram, again, seems like every single week he's on this turd list because he's bad.
He sits back and watches whatever he does. I don't care what happens. I don't care if he gets back on the field. He's a turd. He should be on the list. Let's go to a guy that had his best game of the season, really. Alexander Madison, 20 carries, 93 receptions, 5 catches for 32 yards. But nobody is really confident in him. He missed that pass that was right, it bounced off of him basically. He's running hard, and I still love me some Madison, but it was rough.
It wasn't his best game. And you look at also pass protection. He's letting some guys just blow right through him. He's not holding up on that end. You mentioned the drop. He also had the fumble that should have been a fumble, but the early premature whistle saved him on that one because that thing came out. I mean, he fumbled it.
Yeah, he got a gift there.
It was a fumble, and that would have been a huge swing in the game. So he got saved on that one. But, yeah, Madison didn't have a great game. It could have been worse. I mean, number-wise, he looks great. Everybody who didn't watch the game, like, oh, my God, Alexander Madison had a nice game. No, there was things there that weren't great for Madison. So, again, I love the way he ran the ball. He ran it hard. He ran it fierce. But other aspects of the game were not good.
Yeah, and the fact that Kevin O'Connell is stuck with them, that might be a good thing, might be a bad thing. But I'm surprised they didn't just go to Ty Chandler a lot more because Chandler had 3 carries for 27 yards.
Yeah.
Give him the ball.
Looked fast, so damn fast.
So fast. Let's go to the defense side of the ball. Caleb Evans is on this list, and we all know why. The interception was right there. This was a game-changing moment.
Yeah.
Not only did he miss it, it bounced perfectly to where they catch the touchdown pass. And Caleb, God, he's having a good year too.
I don't even know what else to say. I mean,
There's nothing else to say.
it was there. You couldn't have asked for a better opportunity.
Other than that, he had a good game.
Well, the receiver was like 2 yards behind him. It was a clear chance. He went up there. It was in his hands. You're not going to get too many more interceptions perfectly thrown to you that way. You got to catch the damn ball.
All right, let's go do a very common one. Our final one. Kevin O'Connell, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, and it comes down to this to me. You're going against a team, worst pass defense in the league. I feel like they made the decision that we're going to run the football today, no matter what. And you're so committed to the run. And then when you are throwing the ball early in the game, you're throwing to tight ends, you're throwing to the running back, you're throwing to CJ Ham. Attack this horrible passing defense. They're not good, and it's been shown to. And they weren't. And when they finally started doing it, what happened when you're throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson? What happened when you're throwing to Jordan Addison? KJ,
good things.
Points on the board. And you weren't doing it till late in this game. I don't get it. It's like they just, I don't know. They heard somewhere that we don't run the football, and he was like, we're going to run this one. We're going to make it a point. I just don't think you look at the opponent. And it feels like the team wasn't ready. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I think a lot of this goes back to the coaching staff, and it's so frustrating.
You can take all that and wipe your butt with it. My issue is after the game, he's still talking positivity. This is the team. These are my guys. We're still going to do whatever. Be an asshole. One time, be an asshole. Say our team did not show up today. Our team did not play well today. We sucked. Mm-hmm. Give a little bit of a mixture there, because this whole positivity, life coach, whatever you want to call it, talk is getting real old, and it's getting real old real quick, because if you're just going to blow smoke up our ass, we're not morons. This was a horrible game. They played bad. They should have won. Say that.
They're well coached on both sides of the ball.
By Brandon Staley.
And Kellen Moore.
Not many people get coached by him.
KOC did today. Big time.
Tough day.
Wasn't even close. Let's
know in the comments, who was your losers of the game? Love to hear it.
Absolutely. We want to hear everything you guys think. Were we right? Were we wrong? Is there more? I mean, who else did we miss? Because, like we said earlier, there was a lot of losers today when you lose at home to the Chargers. But also remember this. You have the ability to bite through your tongue, but your brain is stopping you.